At 6 this morning, the center of Typhoon Tess was near 110 nautical miles west-southwest of Hong Kong. Typhoon Tess is forecast to move north-northwest at about 8 knots further inland and weaken. Winds locally are strong and gusty and may occasionally reach gale force offshore at first. The weather in Hong Kong will be overcast, squally showers, periods of rain. Stormwater drains should be cleared of leaves and rubbish. This applies particularly to dwellers in low-lying areas. And stay tuned to commercial radio for the latest on all this. You should also not relax taking precautions as strong winds are still blowing and unsecured objects could be blown away. On no account should you touch electrical cables that have been blown loose. And also, it is not yet safe for small craft and fishing vessels to leave typhoon shelters. At 6 this morning, the center of Typhoon Tess was near 21.7 degrees north, 112.3 degrees east. The weather forecast, strong southeasterly winds reaching gale force offshore at first, overcast with occasional squally showers and periods of rain. Maximum temperature today should reach around 28 degrees. Currently, we have 25 degrees Celsius with the relative humidity at 92%. Issued at 7:05 this morning. The strong wind signal number 3 was hoisted at 6:10 a.m. This means that winds with mean speeds of 22 to 33 knots are expected. Typhoon Tess has landed over western Guangdong and weakened to a severe tropical storm. At 7 this morning, it was centered about 110 nautical miles southwest-southwest of Hong Kong. Tess is expected to move further inland and continue to weaken. Maximum winds near the center of severe tropical storm Tess are estimated at about 60 knots. Gales are still blowing off the coast of western Guangdong. In Hong Kong, winds over Victoria Harbor reached gale force for about 4 hours during the early morning, but have decreased now in strength. The mean wind at Star Ferry was 25 knots, with gusts of 45 knots at 7 this morning. And the weather will continue overcast with squally showers and periods of rain. Schools are closed today. Stay tuned to commercial radio, and we'll keep you updated on the typhoon situation. And don't relax taking precautions as strong winds are still blowing, and unsecured objects could be blown away. And on no account should you touch electrical cables that have blown loose. You don't want to get a bigger charge than you already have. And it's not yet safe for small craft and fishing vessels to leave typhoon shelters. At 7 this morning, the center of severe tropical storm Tess was near 21.8 degrees north, 112.2 degrees east.
係7點30分。現在係新聞報告。天文台已經改掛3號強風信號。颱風戴絲今朝早6點鐘喺本港西南偏西110海里嘅廣東西部登陸。天文台預料戴絲會以每小時8海里嘅速度向西北偏北移動，進入內陸減弱。本港地區正吹強風同烈風，離岸地區風勢強勁。教育司署宣布全港所有學校停課1日。停課學校包括幼稚園、小學、中學、嬰童學校、軍人子弟學校、語文學校、夜校、師範學院、專上學院、大學等全部停課。
AM 864千赫 ，FM 101.4及102.4兆赫，商業一台。
而家係英納格標標準時間8點正，世界名標英納格又襟又準又夠格，帶標請帶英納格。
晨早新聞專輯。商業電台新聞部製作。
現在係由阮秀平報告新聞。首先係新聞提要。天文台今朝6點10分改掛3號風球，海陸空交通陸續恢復正常。颱風戴絲今朝早已經登陸並且減弱，8號風球掛咗5個鐘頭之後，已經喺今朝6點10分改掛3號強風信號。天文台發言人話，預料風勢進一步減弱之後，就可以除下所有嘅風球。
就響今朝6點鐘嘅時候呢，就戴絲呢就登陸響香港西南偏西大約110里嘅地方呢，就 上咗岸啦。咁呢，佢響7點鐘呢，仲減弱為一個強烈熱帶風暴。就我哋估計佢呢，就會繼續向呢個內陸走過去嘅。
嗱，咁點解琴晚就需要改掛呢個8號嘅風球呢？
就琴晚呢，佢嗰個風呢，就比較佢原本行嘅途徑呢，偏北咁樣走，咁呢就更加接近香港。咁香港維多利亞港嘅風呢，就漸漸增強啦，就所以我哋就掛咗呢個8號風球。當呢個熱帶風暴佢上咗岸開始減弱嘅時候呢，香港嘅風呢就開始細翻，咁我哋呢就將個8號風球呢轉咗做3號。
嗱，喺呢個風暴戴絲登陸咗之後呢，本港個天氣會係點樣啊？暫時嚟講呢，響港內呢，就個風呢仍然係強嘅，咁就響離岸嘅地方呢，仲有時有烈風，但係呢，就相信個風勢呢就會慢慢減弱。但係至於雨嚟講呢，就我哋估計今日呢都應該有相當多嘅雨。咁預料今日較後時間呢個3號強風信號會唔會除下呢？
如果嗰個熱帶風暴繼續向呢個內陸走嘅話呢，同埋減弱呢，就香港嘅風呢應該就會繼續減弱嘅。咁呢就3號風球呢可能會響今朝稍後嘅時候吹下。
剛才係天文台高級科學主任楊繼興接受商業電台記者柳志文嘅訪問。
Cyclone warning issued at 8:30 this morning. The strong wind signal number 3 is hoisted. This means that winds with mean speeds of 22 to 33 knots are expected. At 8 o'clock, severe tropical storm Tess had crossed the coast of western Guangdong and was centered about 120 nautical miles west-southwest of Hong Kong. Tess is forecast to move inland and weaken further. Gales are still being experienced over the coastal waters to the west of Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, winds have remained generally strong, with gusts reaching 40 knots in Victoria Harbour. As Tess continues to weaken over land, winds over Hong Kong will moderate during the day, but the weather is expected to be cloudy to overcast with squally showers and periods of rain. Stormwater drains should be cleared of leaves and rubbish, and this applies particularly to low-lying areas. You should stay tuned to commercial radio for the latest weather information. You should not relax taking precautions as strong winds are still blowing and unsecured objects may be blown down, and on no account should you touch electric cables that have been blown loose. And it's not yet safe for small craft or fishing vessels to leave typhoon shelters. The center of severe tropical storm Tess was near 21.9 degrees north, 112.1 degrees east.
現掛起3號強風信號。颱風戴絲已經喺廣東西部登陸，並且減弱為強烈熱帶風暴。天文台預測戴絲會移入內陸減弱。當本港風勢減弱之後，所有風球除下。喺上晝8點，戴絲集嘅本港西南偏西約120海里。天文台話受到戴絲嘅雨帶影響，本港今日會有大雨同狂風驟雨。
Cyclone warning issued at 10:15. The strong wind signal number 3 is hoisted, meaning that winds with mean speeds of 22 to 33 knots are expected. At 10 o'clock this morning, severe tropical storm Tess was centered over western Guangdong about 130 nautical miles west of Hong Kong and is forecast to move further inland and weaken. Gales are still being experienced over the coastal waters west of Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, winds have remained strong with gusts reaching 45 knots in Victoria Harbour. As Tess continues to weaken overland, winds over Hong Kong will moderate during the day. The weather is expected to be cloudy to overcast with squally showers and periods of heavy rain at first, but the showers will become less frequent later in the afternoon. Stormwater drains should be cleared of leaves and rubbish, and this applies particularly in low-lying areas. You should not relax taking precautions as strong winds are still blowing and unsecured objects may be blown down. On no account should you touch electric cables that have been blown loose. It's not yet safe for small craft and fishing vessels to leave typhoon shelters. At 10 o'clock, the center of severe tropical storm Tess was near 22.3 degrees north, 111.8 degrees east.
天文台仍然掛起3號強風信號，颱風戴絲已經喺廣東西部登陸，並減弱為強烈熱帶風暴。天文台話，當本港風勢進一步減弱時，會除下所有風球，而受到戴絲嘅雨帶影響，預料未來一段時間內會有大雨及狂風驟雨。天文台喺今日凌晨，當戴絲逼近本港時，曾經一度掛起8號烈風信號，到咗上晝6點幾，風勢轉弱，就改掛3號風球。沿岸地區初時達到烈風程度，稍後風勢緩和，天陰，間中有狂風驟雨，雨勢有時頗大。而家室外氣溫25度，濕度89%。